Hello everyone, I hope you are fine and healthy. In this video, I am going to explain about the most effective tips, tricks and strategies for mastering PTE Reorder Paragraph task. If you follow these techniques carefully, you will certainly get your desired score in the PTE Real Test exam. These methods are simple, practical and prevent to help the students to improve their performance. So stay with me till the end. Let's get started. You can see here on the screen task description. You will be presented with 4 to 6 sentences in a jumbled order on the screen. Your task is to rearrange the sentences to form a logical, meaningful paragraph. The total length of the paragraph will be no more than 150 words. You will be given the marks for each correct pair of sentences placed in the right order. You will be given the marks even if you arrange only half of the paragraph correctly. So while you doing the reorder paragraph in the PTE, then all the sentences will be presented in the left side and your job is to shuffle all the sentences and keep in the right side first of all. Then you need to match the pair and each correct pair you will be given 1 point. Marking criteria. For each correct pair, you will be given 1 point. Question will be given in the jumbled order or the random form. For e.g., B, D, A, E, C. And your job is to make the pair correctly. And the correct order is A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E. If you match each correct pair correctly, then you will be given maximum 4 points. But if you don't match any correct pair, or if you match suppose CA, AD, DB, BE, but the correct pair are AB, BC, CD, DE, and you haven't matched any correct pair here, so you will be given 0 points. Similarly, if you match AB, but if you don't match other pair, then you will be given 1 point. Similarly, if you match AB, BE, but if you don't match other pair, then you will be given 2 points. Similarly, if you match AB, BC, CD, DE, and the correct order is AB, BC, CD, DE, so you have matched here each pair correctly, so you will be given 4 points here. Minimum score will be 0. So if you don't match any pair, then you will not be given any mark, you will be given 0 marks. Please always keep in your mind that reorder paragraph only contributes the marks for reading section. You can see here on the screen, an independent sentence or independent clause is a complete thought that stands alone as a self-sufficient statement. It clearly communicates an idea and it does not require additional context to be fully understood. In essence, an independent sentence is self-contained and operates independently without relying on other parts of a sentence to convey its meaning. What makes a sentence independent? An independent sentence is easy to recognize. It has a subject and a verb and expresses a complete thought. It doesn't rely on anything else to make sense. For example, she enjoys reading. This sentence stands on its own merit and conveys a clear idea without extra explanation. Once again, what is an independent sentence? A sentence which introduces the topic which is not depend on any other sentence for any kind of information. For e.g., if I say Taj Mahal is in India, it is a complete sentence. It does not need any kind of information to convey the message because we get 100% information about the sentence if I say Taj Mahal is in India. But if I say that building is in India, you won't get complete information and you don't know which building I'm talking about. So an independent sentence always conveys the full meaning itself. It does not need any kind of other sentence to convey the information. And you need to keep an independent sentence in the top of all sentences while you're doing the reorder paragraph in PTE. You can see here on the screen, every independent sentence must contain at least one subject and one verb to be complete. Without these essential components, the sentence lacks the structure needed to convey a coherent and self-sufficient idea. So, when you do the reorder paragraph, then you need to find an independent sentence. And for an independent sentence, you should think in your mind that the sentence which is going to be an independent sentence must contain at least one subject and a verb. Understanding subject and verb in a sentence. To form a complete sentence, we always need two key parts, a subject and a verb. What is the subject? The subject tells us who or what the sentence is talking about. It can be a person, a thing, or even an idea doing something or being described. For examples, Julie plays the piano. My friends enjoy watching movies. Writing improves our thinking skills. In these sentences, Julie, my friends, and writing are the subjects. So, you need to find the sentence which must contain a subject and a verb. That is considered as an independent sentence, and an independent sentence always goes the top of all sentences while you're doing the reorder paragraph in PTE. What is the verb? The verb shows what the subject is doing or what is happening. It expresses action or a state of being. For examples, Julie plays the piano. My friends enjoy watching movies. Writing improves our thinking skills. The verbs are here: plays, enjoy, improves. So in normal way, you can say the things which is done by the subject is known as verb. Subject plus verb, a complete sentence. So when subject and verb comes in a sentence, then it becomes a complete sentence. When a sentence includes both a subject and a verb, it becomes a clear, complete idea. For examples, Arjun paints landscapes. Subject here, Arjun. Verb here, paints. Sumi is learning Spanish. Subject here, Sumi. And verb is learning. You can see here, introduction to sequence cohesion. In reorder paragraph, maintaining a smooth and logical flow is essential for helping the reader to follow the progression of ideas. Cohesive sequence terms play an essential role in this process to guide the reader through a well-organized series of actions or events. These terms help to structure idea in a chronological order, ensuring the text remains consistent and easy to comprehend. Common cohesive sequence words include first, next, then, meanwhile, afterward, and finally. These words help to maintain the cohesion of the text, which will make it easier for the reader to follow the sequence of events or steps in a process. Examples of sequence cohesion in reading comprehension. Initially, the student gathers the materials needed. After that, she outlines the key points for her essay. Next, she starts with writing the introduction. Then, she proceeds to develop each body paragraph with supporting details. In conclusion, she revises her work before submitting it. So, you need to maintain the cohesion and cohesive rules while you're doing the reorder paragraph. So, you should think in your mind that which sentence comes first, and after that, next, then, in conclusion. So, you should keep that sentence orderly so that the sentence must follow the cohesive rules and you can make the pair, and also it gives meaning smoothly. And the cohesive words are such as initially, after that, next, then, in conclusion. So, you should keep in your mind these types of words, and you should maintain the cohesive rule while you're doing the reorder paragraph in PTE. How to identify an independent sentence? An independent sentence usually introduces the main topic or conveys a general idea. It may include a person's name, a book title, a place, any technical term, the name of a research study, a situation, or a concept. This sentence stands alone and does not depend on any other sentence or context for any kind of information. A few more hints. Noun-pronoun rule. The sentence in which noun is used as subject comes first. For e.g., Nora is a good doctor. The sentence in which pronoun is used always comes second. For e.g., he, she, it, they, we, these, those, their. She is a talented artist. They are our friends, etc. So noun comes first and the pronoun always comes second. Always keep in your mind. For example, if I say Ram is a good boy, then you can say he always go to school, he is an obedient boy, then Ram comes first, then what you say more thing about Ram, then that sentence comes in second. Suppose you should use he in the place of Ram, then he comes in the second sentence. You can see here on the screen transitional word. It makes the idea shift from one sentence to another. They show the relationship between ideas and help readers or listeners flow along easily. Common transitional words include also, again, as well as, in addition, moreover, furthermore, on the other hand, still, however, nevertheless, meanwhile, next, then, simultaneously, consequently, therefore, thus, yet, but, later on, after that, eventually, in contrast, etc. So, while you doing the reorder paragraph in PTE, you need to focus the transitional words also. For example, people use computers all over the world for their daily activities. And the another sentence here is given by using the transitional word, and the different types of transitional words are given here. You can see on the screen. And the transitional word is however here. However, this digital technology is also widely used by scientists in their laboratories. So, this sentence and this sentence come in one place and it will be pair. You can see here on the screen general to specific rule for PTE reorder paragraphs. So, you need to focus the general to specific rule while you doing the reorder paragraph in PTE. Begin with a broad overview. Start with sentences that present the main topic or introduce the general concept, setting the overall context. Progress to more specific details. Gradually narrow down to sentences that provide additional insights, examples, or explanations related to the main idea. Conclude with the most precise point. End with sentences that deliver the most detailed, concrete, or context-specific information, often including data or direct impacts. For example, sentence A, research is a critical part of advancing human understanding. Sentence B, specifically, scientific studies have driven major breakthroughs in fields like medicine and technology. Sentence C, for instance, recent medical research has developed innovative cancer treatments. Sentence D, these treatments have significantly improved patient survival rates. Suggested order is here A, B, B, C, C, D. Reasoning or general sets the broad context of research. B, more specific, focuses on scientific contributions. C, specific, gives a concrete example. D, most specific, highlights the direct impact of this example. Once again, you can see here, general to specific. Education is important for personal growth. This is the general information. Specific information is higher education helps individuals gain specialized skills. This is our specific information. More specific is a bachelor's degree in computer science provides a foundation in programming and problem solving. Most specific, a recent study by Stanford University found that computer science graduates earn 40% more in their first job than those without a degree. So you need to keep the rule of general to specific while you matching the pair in the reorder paragraph in the PTE exam. You can see here on the screen in the PTE Reorder Paragraph task, when a sentence begins with concluding phrases such as all in all, overall, thus, finally, in a nutshell, as outlined above, in conclusion, to sum up, in summary, to conclude, as a final point, then you should not waste your time trying to fit a sentence with the above concluding phrases anywhere else in the paragraph. These sentences are meant to summarize or wrap up the previous points, so they naturally belong at the end. Placing them earlier would disrupt the logical flow. Identifying them quickly will help you save time and improve accuracy in the PTE Reorder Paragraph task. So phrases like these, including sentences, always go at the end. So you should not waste your time trying to place them elsewhere. So if you see these type of phrases including sentences, then you should keep that sentences directly in the last. If you do so, then it will really helpful for you to solve the PTE Reorder Paragraph task smartly and in an easier way. In reorder paragraph tasks, you may sometimes encounter that the sentences include year or dates such as 1998, 2000, 2018, 2022, 2025. So many test takers assume that these should automatically be arranged in chronological order from the earliest to the latest. Please never follow the dates and time blindly. You should read the meaning of the sentences carefully and go ahead. So the correct approach is to focus on sentence cohesion, logical flow, pronoun referencing, and connector usage. For example, the actual sequence of events in a paragraph may go like this. 2025 may be in the first, then 2018, then 1998, 2022, and in the last maybe 2000. So when the dates and times you see in the PTE Reorder paragraph, then you should read all the sentences carefully and you should find the contextual meaning and follow the dates and time. Contextual flow rule for PTE Reorder paragraphs, dates and time. Foundation first. Begin with sentences that introduce the core topic, background, or origin of the context, even if the dates are not the earliest. Logical progression. Follow with sentences that highlight growth, breakthroughs, or key milestones rather than strictly following the timeline. Current status last. Conclude with sentences describing the present situation or ongoing impact. Beyond just dates, focus on the natural progression of ideas, not just the order of dates. For example, sentence A, today the company is recognized as a global leader in renewable energy. Sentence B, in 2015, it launched its first major solar power initiative. Sentence C, in 1990, it started as a small startup dedicated to wind energy. Sentence D, by 2000, it had established a strong foothold in the wind energy market. Suggested order is C, D, D, B, B, A. Reasoning. Sentence C, foundation. Introduction to the company's origins. Sentence D, growth phase. Early establishment as a market player. Sentence B, diversification. Expansion into solar power. Sentence A, present status. The company's current global influence. So you should follow the dates and time according to the contextual meaning of the sentences. You can see here some examples of transitional word sentences. For example, firstly, it is important to evaluate the situation before taking any further steps. Secondly, it's essential to involve all relevant parties in the decision-making process. Additionally, consistent feedback is key to improving performance. Furthermore, studies have shown that early intervention leads to better results. However, this approach may not be applicable in every scenario. Consequently, we need to explore alternative methods. As a result, the company opted to adjust the original plan. To conclude, adopting a more flexible strategy is likely to lead to improved outcomes. So, these are transitional word sentences. You can see here on the screen, identifying independent sentence. As a result of rapid urbanization, numerous cities are struggling to deliver basic public services. The sentence begins with as a result of, which shows a cause. So it cannot be an independent sentence because it does not express a complete idea. So if the sentence starts with as a result of, then this sentence will not be considered an independent sentence because this type of sentence will not convey us the full meaning. So look another. In many regions, the pace of population growth has outstripped the development of critical infrastructure. This sentence provides background for the main issue but still relies on further context to form a complete idea. So this type of sentence will not give us the full meaning. So this type of sentence always depend on another sentence for their meaning. So this sentence will not be an independent sentence. So look another. However, local authorities are introducing innovative policies to address these complex challenges. The sentence begins with however, which shows contrast or continuation from a previous idea. So it cannot be an independent sentence because it does not present a complete thought on its own. So the sentence starts with the transitional word however, and if the sentence starts with the transitional word, then that sentence will not convey us the full meaning itself. One thing you should always keep in your mind that once you look all the sentence, first of all, then try to find an independent sentence and use the elimination method. If you think that that sentence will not be an independent sentence, then look another and use the elimination method. And if you do so, then there will be very less option in front of you, and within the less option, you can easily find an independent sentence. Similarly, look another sentence. These problems include traffic congestion, worsening air quality, and overburdened public systems. This sentence uses these, a pronoun that refers to previously mentioned issues, making it context dependent. So, this sentence starts with the pronoun these. So, if any sentence starts with the pronoun, then that will not be an independent sentence because it does not convey us the full meaning directly. Similarly, look another sentence. Urban planners are now prioritizing sustainable growth to improve the quality of life in rapidly expanding cities. This is the independent sentence, presenting a clear, complete thought without relying on prior context, making it a strong concluding statement. So this sentence gives us the clear meaning and it is considered as an independent sentence. So we need to keep this sentence on the top of all sentences. Please like, comment and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching my video.